$1 buck.
Hey everybody, welcome to Love and Reload, the voice of the relocation industry. I'm your host, Ben Cross, and I'm so blessed and honored to be here live in Nashville at the American Trucking Association's Moving and Storage Conference with Haley Emlock. How's it going?
Hey guys, how's it going?
We got Haley leading off a wonderful slate here. We got Haley coming up. We got Dave Murphy coming up. We got Zoe Reese coming. We got a whole bunch of really cool folks. But and we're gonna do, we're gonna do today too, because everyone loves overrated, underrated, and we got a lot of guests. We're gonna do overrated, underrated with every single guest we bring on. So hit that like button, get in the comments. You're gonna want to stick around because I'm gonna be asking some really fun, tough questions. But first and foremost, oh my gosh, Zoe Reese,
Whoop,
Johnny on the
whoop.
spot over here, huh?
She may or may not be in the building.
Yeah, might be right there. Hit that like button, get in the comments here. If you've got questions for Haley, if you know her super well, known her for a long time and want to ask a really awkward question, feel free to put it in the comments. She's on the hot seat here.
Yep.
But first I got to ask you, you won an award today.
I did, yes, we did. Our agency did.
What did you win?
So MLAC Group took home the Agent of the Year award for the Moving and Storage Committee. So
Look at that. Give him a round of applause, huh? There you go, Eric Works. Give him a round of applause here. Yeah, we got award winners here. Show us the hardware.
Got a little plaque.
Look at that. Look at that plaque. What does it say? It says a lot of words on it.
Agent of the Year, Service Excellence.
Well, that's
and
fabulous.
that's what we stand for at MLAC,
Yeah.
I am one of our younger sales members, but service excellence is behind what we do, and
Okay, service excellence. Everyone says they have good customer service. It almost becomes cliche at some point, but how do you really achieve it? And you can't say communication.
No, you got to keep your eye on the ball at all times. You got to be an active listener. You've got to be an active, yes, communicator, but you have to listen to your peers internally in the office and also your clients and your customers. You have to listen to what's important to them. Sometimes it's about doing the right thing, going the extra mile, and staying ahead of the curve.
What's important to customers that maybe we don't talk about enough? And we can't say communication.
Listening.
There you go.
No,
no, it's true though. Listening is really the most important part of communication.
It is, because I can't tell you the amount of times where customers just want to be heard. The amount of times that I call a customer who's unhappy with a move, you just call them and you talk them off the ledge. That's fine. They're not going to file a claim anymore.
Yeah.
It's little things like that, or it's a customer service gesture, a $150 Amazon gift card for the inconvenience of having to unpack when you were authorized a full unpack. It's listening. So
I like that. I like what you just said there, because when we were in a session before and it was like, do you want to outsource or not outsource? And, somebody was like, yeah, we outsource claims. And I got to be honest with you, the first thing I did, I went on their Yelp page and I looked at their Yelp score and they had a 2.8, and half of the negative reviews were they didn't handle the claim properly.
yeah. So it's actually awesome, because at MLAC we have an in-house claims representative. Her name is Cindy. Shout out Cindy. I think she's on LinkedIn.
What up, Cindy?
But she used to work at Atlas headquarters, so she's got a wealth of knowledge. And I'm a big fan of Cindy. She will talk customers off the ledge through and through and work with them, listen to them, hear them out, and make sure that claim gets resolved until they're fully satisfied. So when we talk about service excellence, making sure that we're not done until they're fully satisfied.
Yeah, that's what's up. Get in the comments there, hit that like button. Adrian Grimes says, hey, Haley, wonderful weather in Nashville. Congrats on MLAC's award today. Is it MLAC or MLOC?
It's either one, whichever one you feel.
I always say MLOC, and then y'all say MLAC, and I'm like,
you know
what
what
the
it
heck
is?
is
You know what it
going
is?
on here?
It's if you're north of the Mason-Dixon line,
Okay.
it's MLAC. If you're south of that, it's MLOC.
Okay, so one of your agencies says it one way and the other says it
Correct.
the other way.
I'm so serious.
I
Yes.
love to be.
Yes.
I love it. Very cool. Dave Murphy checking in. Very cool. Live from downtown Nashville. What's up, Dave
It's
Murphy?
an
We're
awesome
happy.
venue, by the way. They really showed out for this
They
one.
really did. Daisy Sinclair. Appreciate you, Daisy. Love, love, love. Triple love, Haley.
Whoop, whoop.
That's a lot of
That's
love.
so nice, you guys. Thank you.
Oh, Jack Taylor. Why would you outsource claims? Face palm. Yeah, Jack. It's like critical.
Couldn't be us.
What's the second worst thing to outsource if you're thinking about outsourcing something as a moving company? The second worst thing that you get outsourced.
Second worst thing you should
People say I'm negative, but I think it's more fun to talk about things that go wrong than things that are easy.
That's a tough one.
I'm gonna say customer service. I'm gonna say the front end of the process. I'm gonna say having an outsourced call center or customer service folks, I think is really I don't think people who don't work for you should talk to your customers.
I agree. And you know what? That's a big thing at MLAC. All of our customer service team has been with us for at least 15 years. They've got experience. They started when they were in high school, college, and they've stayed with us. And the longevity of our team is like amazing.
How do you keep people in this industry?
I think we value family because we are a family-owned business. So we have to treat our employees like that. We have to realize that there's value that we're bringing to their life. We are their employer. We're their lifeline. And so you have to show your employees you care about them and that you value them. You help them level up in their career. If they say, hey, I'm struggling, I need some guidance, you be there for them. You be that listening ear like a family member would be.
Yeah.
That's how you got to keep those.
Yeah, strong culture is really important, I think.
Yeah.
Some people say having a friend at work is really important too.
Yeah.
Keeping people.
Our entire customer service team is like bread and butter.
I'm
the
laughing
besties.
because the service that we're getting right now in the green rooms.
Yeah, what is happening?
I think we might have a little impromptu bar mixology class going on right now. This is fantastic. Jack Taylor says coordination outsourcing is the worst thing you can do, as well as operations outsourcing. Literally
Do not-
anything he
yeah,
said.
Operations
Yeah.
outsourcing. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh, how would that even work? I don't even know.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're whipping up a Red Bull vodka
We
right
really,
now.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Side note,
It's 5
yeah.
o'clock somewhere.
Hey, when you're hanging with downriver folks, you get down with it. Mark Sutherland's got a question for a very serious young leader. Mark Sutherland, thanks Mark for always asking the tough questions. He says, as a young leader in our industry, where do you see our industry going? What would you recommend to your generation? Well, it's a two-part. It's a two-parter.
Okay, so
Let's just answer the first
that's a
part
great
first.
question.
Where do you see the industry going?
You know, I think the diversification is key here.
What do you mean by diversification? We've heard that's been a buzzword of this conference
Right.
so much here.
So, you know, your typical household goods movers, I think that's shrinking, right?
Yeah.
It's more of a DIY approach. I see so many of our previous corporate moves turning into COD moves the next time that they're moving.
Why is that?
It's not company sponsored anymore. It's a cost savings to the employer.
Yeah, or they
So-
got a lump sum or something, right?
Yeah, and so, but they're used to the, you know, full pack, white glove service, and
They're used to it. Yeah.
you know, they call us back, and they do still book with us, but it's just, I think it's changing in that direction. More CODs you're gonna see. You're gonna see a lot of your stereotypical like household goods movers moving into different commodities, and that's something that we're really trying to emphasize at MLAC right now. Our Dallas location is like knocking it out of the park with the hotel projects, the school
Yeah.
projects.
I toured that facility.
Yeah, they do
Yup.
it
Yeah.
super well, and our Detroit facility is leveling up in that way too. We're trying to find new prospects in that marketplace, but it's a little bit different because we've got some union contracts.
Yeah, it's a
To
whole
work
different set
around,
of
so.
challenges. Second part of his question was Mark Sutherland said, "What would you recommend to your generation?" Wow, what does it feel like to address a whole generation of people, Haley?
Pretty good, honestly.
It's pretty good. You like that?
I'm
Okay.
probably the only person in my generation here. No,
Yeah.
I'm a cusper, so I'm a Gen Z millennial.
Yeah, an elder Z.
But what would I recommend to my generation?
In terms of what? In terms of what?
Like about just career advice or moving advice?
Let's talk about folks in this industry who are of a Gen Z.
Okay.
Gen Zers in the moving industry.
I think it's listening to the older generation because they have the knowledge.
Did Mark Sutherland pay you to
No,
say
no, no,
that?
no, guys, like
I feel like he might have given you a free crate or something.
maybe after.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you truly do have to listen to the older generation and then like take what they tell you and apply it to the knowledge that you are learning on the streets,
Right.
right? Like being the young tech savvy people, you know what AI is all about. You know technology's not going away, but to some of the older people who are phasing out of our industry, that's like the scariest thing to them. So listen to what they've done with their career, listen to the advice that they would give you and apply it to what you're seeing in the market and apply it to your day-to-day job.
Yeah, I think it's really important to listen to older generation because also you're going to get great context from them, and then they're in turn going to listen to you. If you don't
Right.
listen, you can't expect somebody to listen to you either, right?
Right. It boils down to like that mutual respect across
Yeah.
the generations of like, you know what I don't know and I know what you don't know.
Yeah, we got another question coming up before we hop into a quick overrated, underrated session with Haley and Black. Jack Taylor says, is it Jack or Jock? Is it DIY because of disposable income and economic conditions or because it's outdated? Are the moves you're seeing, are the DIY moves you're seeing because of disposable income or lack thereof, I'm guessing, and the economy, or because what's outdated? Yeah.
Just the traditional like employer sponsored moves being outdated. I think that could be a little bit of it. And it could also be more like employee choice. I think some employers maybe want to give their new hires or existing employees that choice of like, hey, how are you going to get to the new job? How are you going to move your family? What works for you?
Yeah, but we're calling it employee choice, but we're really just screwing the
It's
employee.
not. It's not.
We're just taking benefits away and saying, now you choose.
Exactly.
Like you don't get anything.
And
Choose.
they don't feel supported. They don't feel supported either. Like, truthfully, if they've never had a corporate sponsored move,
Yeah.
they just feel like they got thrown to the wind.
Yeah. Rob Zeit says love and relo and cocktails.
I love that.
Yeah. Daisy's over taking calls on set. That's fine, Daisy. No worries. Jack Taylor says, I think the market shift is due to prolonged economic conditions. What are your thoughts, Haley?
You know, that's a good point. I mean, the economy's been under a lot of stress over the last several years, and I think we all got spoiled in a way where 2021, 2022, we all just saw money.
God.
We just saw money signs, and we were like, hell yeah, this is the new wave of the future, and it all came crashing down. So I think, yeah, the DIY approach is like, okay, this could be the temporary wave of the future. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's definitely monetary. I also think that the moving industry doesn't market itself as well as it could.
Right.
You know, I think there's major opportunities using Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube videos, like shorts, clips, things that are punchy and fun and interesting to like
you think
communicate the
that's-
value prop.
Do you think that's more like organic content that you're talking about?
Well, I think the content has to be there, and then the question how you push it, is it organic and viral or is it paid? Either way, but you have to have base content. You have to be able to go show somebody the value proposition of hiring a professional mover, potentially to pack even, in 20 seconds.
Yeah, that's so true. Like we have such short form content online now that like you got to catch my attention right away, otherwise I don't
Yeah.
care.
Show me how easy it is to have a professional mover come in. Put the, we always say, you just sit on your couch and drink a lemonade. We're going to come in here and just, everything's going to be gone.
Right.
You can literally now show that. You can now create a video where someone is sitting on the couch drinking a lemonade and maybe a time-lapse video is happening, or maybe it's like, and then boom, and then everything's gone now, and
Yeah.
then the stuff's in the truck, you know?
Because truly, I don't think like there's just so many movers in the industry that it's hard to market yourself as that luxury white glove service, the ones where we do full pack, we self haul, all of those things. People don't really care about that because they don't know it exists.
Yep. Adam Lowy says, hi, Haley. What's up, Adam?
Hey Adam, how's it going?
Oh my gosh. Taylor delivered such a moving speech for Move for Hunger today
I
at the award.
know.
She was like, everyone out here who supports Move for Hunger, raise your hands. And we're like, okay, cool. She's like, now, everyone who doesn't have your hands up, why aren't you supporting Move for Hunger?
Brown.
And I was like,
Brown.
yeah, oh shoot, what happened? I just,
Oh.
did this just,
Did Daisy move me?
yeah.
I
Can you
Daisy
just
said you're
point it
done.
towards her?
I didn't even
Point it
touch
towards her, thank you.
Daisy
We're just gonna blame,
said-
we just blame Daisy. No, it was me. Scott, we got this AI. We got a little more. Give Haley
Bring
just
me
AI.
just a scooch, just a scotch.
Perfect.
Oh,
That's
wow,
perfect.
nice job.
Spectacular. Even better than
She's
before.
good. Doing that blind too. That's phenomenal. Jack over here. Yeah, Jack's pontificating. We love Jack. Jack's giving MBAs out in mobility.
Yeah.
Hey, but we gotta hop to something a little bit more important.
Okay. What's
Overrated, underrated. The
Yes.
segment you've all been waiting for. The most popular part of the show. Do you know how to play Haley Imlach?
Yes, I do. Of course I do.
Okay, you think you do. We'll see what happens.
Oh God.
All right, there's basically only two rules, things you need to know. We're going to give you a topic. You are going to tell me if it is either overrated or underrated. Those are your two options.
Okay.
Properly rated is not an option.
Okay.
I will tell you if you are correct.
Okay.
All right,
Fair
yeah, well,
Fire
it's not
away.
really fair, but it's my show.
Right.
Lafayette Coney. Lafayette with an F in it. Lafayette Coney.
Okay. That is severely overrated.
For the people out there who don't know, what is Lafayette Coney?
It's like the most iconic Coney Island restaurant in Detroit. Where
Let's back it up one more time. As a person who's from New York, why is it called a Coney Island restaurant?
because there's Coney dogs that are like hot dogs.
Hot dogs.
Hot dogs with chili and onions
Chili
and
dogs.
disgustingness.
It's a chili dog, and they call it a Coney Island.
I don't, yeah.
It's weird. It's just
That's
weird.
that's why it's overrated. Like the concept doesn't make sense. Who the hell wants to eat a nasty hot dog
It's nasty.
covered in chili
This-
and onions? And I'm sorry, but
There's been no
absolutely
improvement
not.
to this recipe in 100 years, and that is
And
not
they're
a
like,
good
this
thing.
is our gem of Detroit, and I'm
Yeah.
like, this is the best we've got.
People come to Detroit and they're like, "Hey, so what's like the food?" I'm like, "You don't even want to know."
A hot
Basically, what
dog
we do
smothered in
is we drink
trash.
too much of the Tigers game, and then we go down and say, "Is Lafayette better or American better?" And then we feel terrible afterwards.
Right? Yeah.
We eat both of them, and we're like, "Whoa."
Yeah.
All right,
No,
you're right. Lafayette
I'm
Coney's
not
way
about it.
overrated. But of the two, Lafayette or American?
It's got to be Lafayette.
She
to
just
be.
was ragging Lafayette so hard for so
Look,
long,
I'm
and now
not-
it's like, well, it's got to be Lafayette.
I just, I'm not a Coney Island person unless I'm getting like a chicken finger pita or something. Like, there's so many better things on the
Okay,
menu.
what she means by Coney Island person is it's a diner. Other parts
Yeah.
of the country
Like a
calls
greasy
it a diner.
spoon diner.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you get a big salad, you can get chicken tenders, you
You
can
can
get a
get
hamburger,
an
you get a hot
omelet.
dog.
It's a really good place for like hangover food, if you're being honest.
Yeah. Hit that like button. Get in the comments if you've ever tried a Detroit Coney. Let me know what you think of it. So far, you got 1 point. All right,
Okay.
you should be confident.
Yeah.
Feeling good.
Yeah.
All right, next one up here. The Detroit Tigers, overrated, underrated.
Detroit Tigers. Honestly, based on their performance last year, I'm gonna say underrated.
Okay.
We're gonna come back.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a year, guys.
You're gonna have a year.
Yeah.
A calendar year.
Yeah.
12 months.
Yeah.
You're gonna get 12 months.
I
Figure it
have a
out.
feeling Ben disagrees with that one, but
It's
okay.
whatever. I mean, the
I'll
Tigers
have-
are cool. I
I'll
like
have
the
a hot
history.
take. That's fine.
The Tigers are a good club.
They're
Detroit
wholesome.
loves the Tigers.
They're wholesome. They try.
They get good players
They really
from time to
try.
time.
Yeah.
They try hard. I got no beef with the Tigers. All right, I'll give that one to you. Next
right.
one up, overrated, underrated. Little Caesars hot and ready pizzas.
Ooh, this is tough. I'm gonna say underrated. You know why?
Why? Tell me why.
In this economy, a $5 pizza,
Yes.
it puts food on the table.
Yeah, it
all
really
right?
does. You can
Like,
feed a crew.
okay, you can
feed a
get
crew.
Jet's Pizza delivered to your house for $45, or you can run through the Little Caesars drive-through, $5 hot and ready, boom, bam,
Hot
done.
and ready.
Yeah, I don't. If
Let's
you
go.
disagree with that, I can't trust you.
I can't trust you as a human being. All right, 3 points for Haley Imlach. Let's go. Next one up. Overrated, underrated. Overrated, underrated.
Yeah.
Professor Sammy Ray. Professor. Producer. Man, the Red Bull is taking over.
Professor is
Let's
crazy.
see here. Professor is crazy. Oh, no more. That was it.
Okay.
That's all we had. Downriver, overrated, underrated. Last one up.
Downriver.
Downriver.
Ooh. I gotta say underrated.
Underrated.
You know why?
Tell me why.
Nobody knows what Downriver is. I
Ain't
guarantee
nobody.
anybody in the chat does not know what Downriver is.
What is Downriver?
It's like the suburbs of Metro Detroit, where our
Suburbs is generous. Continue.
where our office is located.
Yeah, beautiful
Where
office.
my great grandfather founded our glorious company,
God bless.
and that's why it's underrated.
God bless.
Because we're the best movers downriver. So
I love it. I
Yep,
love it. No,
yep.
that's great.
Yeah.
Is Belle Isle downriver?
No, that's like
She's like, no.
that's like Detroit.
That's
Like Detroit proper. Yes.
Got you. Yeah, I spent some time in Detroit, so I'm having fun with this overrated and
Hey,
rated.
you used to work for Elise, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Elise is
Did.
amazing.
She
Love
is.
her.
She is. She's great.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did my time up there. 5 years.
that's awesome.
Five years.
Did your time?
Mark, I made it out alive. No
Yeah.
bullet wounds or nothing. Mark Sutherland, I don't know. Yeah, you don't know what downriver is, Mark. You don't know, now you know, though. Haley, this is awesome. You've been a great sport here.
Thanks, Ben,
We
for
got some more
having me
people on deck here. I could talk to you all day. Maybe we'll have a cocktail later.
Yeah,
Congrats
absolutely.
on the award,
Thank
and
you
it's
so
a real
much.
pleasure.
Nice to
Awesome.
meet you, sir.
Yeah, you
I mean,
represent your generation well.
thank you.
I'm
Thank
the
you.
old man. I used to have to come to these things and talk about millennials all the time. Like, oh, what do millennials want? What do millennials like? Oh, millennials are so hard.
You got one.
And now everyone's like Z's. Everyone's like, oh, Gen Z's.
Yep.
Speaking of which, let's see here. Do we got Zoe? We got Zoe Reese on deck here. I think we got Zoe Reese on deck here. We're bringing Zoe Reese up. Look at this. Look at this.
Zoe's coming.
You know what? I feel like, let's go, Zoe. Bring it in. Don't move the chair. It's where it's supposed to be.
Gotcha.
All right, here we go. Hold on a second. I got to undo
yeah.
this. Bing, bong. There we go. Can you get us back in focus, though, Days? Sorry. I was getting all excited. I did a high five, and it caught me off guard. There you go. Next. Okay, keep going. Keep going. A little more Zoe. There we go. Perfect.
Up, down.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It's a skosh. There we go. Look at this.
That's my best friend.
Dora checking in. Go Zoe. Go Zoe. Go Zoe. Go Zoe. Zoe Reese. Look at this. Sorry, Dora's
Oh
over
my
here.
gosh.
Blowing up.
They're blowing up and the Red Bull is working.
Oh man.
Let's go.
Blushing.
This is fantastic. So how does it feel to be on the big stage?
It's been great. It's been great. I haven't been to this conference before, so it's been such a blast.
Yeah, you're
Truly.
rocking it. You're doing
Thank
great.
you.
No, it's so cool. It's I love this conference because you make some really great old friends kind of in this business, and it's so cool to see newer folks like yourself, Haley, come in here and kind of infusing that energy and youthfulness. So it's really cool having you here.
Thanks. Love to be here.
Yeah. I gotta ask you, what is one thing maybe you learned or kind of take away from this conference?
This conference was so intimate. We were really in this space that we were able to develop relationships really easily. You go upstairs to the big one, and man, is it cool. But
Oh, I haven't been to the big one upstairs.
you haven't been to the big one upstairs?
TMC?
Oh, you gotta go check
Can
it
we
out.
can we get up in there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. We just did a walkthrough. Man, beautiful, big, so cool. But having the opportunity to be in that in a space where we can really connect with everyone that's around us, it's just been such an experience. Getting to know some of the owners of companies that I'm working with when I'm dealing with their coordinators all the time has been such an exciting.
I agree. I agree with you though. It is more intimate 'cause it's a smaller room, but the quality of people here,
Is
owners,
just
CEOs, top
top-notch.
notch. Yeah. Gary Connolly says, can someone cut Ben off? Hey, Gary, get out of here, buddy. Okay, you cut you off. Can somebody cut Gary off over here? No, I love you, Gary. I'm just kidding. Jillian Guzza says, my favorite ladies. What a lineup.
Yeah, Haley's great. Oh my gosh.
I feel like Haley, Zoe, and Jilly are kind of like
And Daisy.
next. Daisy too. Yeah, no. But I'm saying that y'all represent a new generation of younger females that are in this business that are like, and so is Daisy too. And Daisy's a part of that, and I think really carrying the torch that Daisy lit a long time ago for you guys.
I didn't say that.
No, Daisy's out of it. She's like, I'm gonna throw a Sprite at you. Haley says, sorry, what's the best part? I think Daisy.
Oh
actually
my
quit.
gosh, you guys are trying to get me in trouble. Oh my
Best
gosh.
part, best
Best
part.
part of working with boomers.
Top five.
Experience.
Top 5.
I mean, truly, Mark Sutherland's my boss, and he has just taught me everything I know about this industry. I came in as a customer service person. I came in, from sort of a different perspective completely, and the experience that he has imparted, you know, the knowledge and everything, you know, my boss, Dean Barker, as well. It's fantastic. I couldn't trade it for anything.
Nice. That's a really political answer. I like that you wrote that down before you came on.
Yeah, it's actually on my hand.
That's great. That's great. Thanks, Haley. Thanks, Dora. This is great. You know, we got something special for you.
Oh, do
today.
you?
Yeah, we did. We planned a fun little overrated, underrated game
Okay.
with you. Okay.
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I'm
You're on
ready.
the hot seat right now.
All
Okay?
right.
Overrated, underrated. We're gonna do it with Zoe Reese here. I told you we're gonna do one with everybody that comes on today. So it's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be kind of a fun little lightning round here. Mark says yes, way to bring the young guns, Ben. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate the appreciation. Hit that like button, get in the comments. Let Zoe know if she's got it right or got it wrong. We're playing overrated, underrated. Do you know how to play the game, Zoe?
I feel like I'll be able to figure it out. But
Yeah,
I
typical.
did just
Real
immediately do it
typical of
also.
this generation. They're just like, I'll just Google it. I'll just chat GPT it. It'll
I,
come
I
out.
mean, not to brag, but I am a fan of the show, so I
Yeah.
might have
All
seen the
right.
segment
Okay.
before.
Okay. All right.
Ooh.
Now you know the way to my heart. All right. Sounds good. Well, the game is played by I give you a topic. You tell me if it is overrated or underrated. Those are your two options.
All right.
Don't deviate. You will be penalized. I will tell you if you are correct or incorrect,
I'm being graded.
and we keep score.
Oh, all right.
She says she
Well,
watches the show. Let's see what happens. All right. First one up. Overrated, underrated. LeBron James.
oh, I mean, I would never say LeBron James is overrated. I think he's perfectly rated. Can I say that?
No. Rule
I'm
number
not
one,
allowed
you have
to.
two options. Do not deviate. You will be
Oh,
penalized.
being
Bad.
All right. Well, if I have to choose, I would say overrated. And
Wow.
I'm so sorry to say
I
that.
know. Aren't you like, didn't you go to Akron or
I
something?
did. I went to Akron.
The
I lived.
Akron Hammer. You
well,
besmirched the Akron Hammer
Saint
on
Mary.
national
Oh,
television?
how could you possibly say he's underrated?
He
I
might
feel like that's
be.
more of an insult.
I think he's underrated as a family man. He's
But
underrated
he-
as a businessman.
as a-
underrated as a
You know,
I think he does a lot for the
he
community.
does so much for the community.
Like for instance, here's my hot take. LeBron James is underrated. Okay, no, it's crazy to say, but you know what he said? I'm going to take my talents to South Beach.
Yeah.
And everybody grilled him like, oh my gosh, what a prima donna, whatever.
Sure.
He did that whole special so that all the proceeds could go to benefit a boys and girls home.
Yeah. I
That
mean,
was
it's
not for his
killer.
own,
No.
thing. That was ESPN was like, I want to do this. He's like, well, the only way I'm going to do it is if it all goes to benefit this charity.
That's incredible.
And,
I mean,
and then he just gets raked over the coals about it.
I lived right across from St. Mary St. V, which is where he went to high school.
Okay.
Um,
So you've known him
and
for a long time.
I've known him, since 72. And he built that Akron school right over there. And it's
people
just
don't even
right down
talk
the
about
street.
that.
And it's really important. I think he does give back to the community. I really love him. I'm sorry, Dora.
Doris is
Oh
under.
my
Come
gosh,
on,
I'm gonna be
Akron.
busted. But
Rob
I mean,
agrees with you.
I love. It's not his fault he's overrated. I mean, I would never want to call him that, but
To his
he's
face.
rated. I mean,
He's-
they love him.
Yeah. Next time you go to the family events at the James household, they're gonna be like, "What'd you
I
say
mean,
about
yeah,
him on the internet?"
I'm gonna be in so much trouble.
Lynn Tamarcio says thumbs up there. Yep. Okay, cool. All right. I see you. All right, let's see here. Oh, Mike Felias is overrated. I'm on MJ, and LBJ wouldn't have been as successful against Bill Laimbeer, Mikhail Ewing, etc. From a community standpoint, he does step up.
That's a
Yeah.
political answer.
There you go. Nice job, Mike. I love what, see, it's funny. We can talk about moving, relocation, crickets. You talk about sports, food, whatever. All of a sudden, everybody comes out of the woodwork. Where was Mike Flea this whole show? No, we don't know where he's
he
at.
heard LeBron James,
He's hiding.
and
He's
he
like,
came
I gotta
running.
get. I'm in the chat now. I'm in the chat. No, I love Mike. Everybody's great. He donates bikes to kids. Mark Sutherland. Yeah,
I mean,
see
he's
that?
wonderful. And to say he's overrated does not take away from his wonderfulness.
I hope. Can somebody tag LeBron just so he
Don't
sees this?
tell him I said it.
All right, next one up. You're down. You're down 0-1 right now. Next one up here. Football Hall of Fame. The Football Hall of Fame. You
I haven't been. Underrated because I haven't been.
You okay?
Yeah.
Have
no.
you been to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is a very Ohio-based, kind of Cleveland-centric, Akron-centric kind of question set here that we've developed for you. Yeah, the Football Hall of Fame. I gotta tell you, when I went, I was underwhelmed at the size of it.
Sure.
But when I went inside, it was like I was moved by
Yeah,
it.
really.
The room with all the busts in it was really, really kind of special.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like people don't talk about it. I mean, it's in Canton. It's right down the street from where I live. Not to.
Yeah.
But
So you don't do
it's-
much around town,
I
huh?
do. I just I just haven't been to the Football Hall of Fame. I'm so sorry. But no, underrated. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say that for
You
sure.
know what's funny? When Mark Sutherland came on the show, I gave him nothing but softballs.
And
Nothing
you're
but
just
softballs.
really
and now,
giving
and
it
now
to
you
me.
can't even go home. You
I
can't even
know.
go back to
I'm
Ohio.
gonna have a 0 out of 3 score, and I'm
People are gonna
heartbroken
be
about
looking.
it.
Dora's gonna tell everybody by the time you get back.
I know.
Dora says these are oddly specific. Yes, Dora, you're paying attention. I like it. Mike Filet, I'm working, man. Cut me some slack. Yeah, I know, Mike. I know. Shit those cars. Jack, if it's a Cleveland list, what about Machine Gun Kelly? I thought he was a Detroit guy. He's a Cleveland guy?
He's a Cleveland guy. He's a big Cleveland guy, and oh man.
MGK. So basically, you hate Cleveland. is
No,
what you're
I
telling me.
love Cleveland. I do. I love Cleveland. I've been there for 14
Got
years.
love
I
for the
love it
land.
there.
Overrated, underrated. We got a write in here. Jack wants to know.
All right. I'm gonna say overrated.
I'm with you.
I do
100%.
not
I
like
don't get
him.
it.
I
I don't get it.
I mean, didn't he have Megan Fox and they broke up?
How do you let that get away?
How do you get Megan Fox in the first
yeah,
place?
but time out. She does seem crazy though. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
Don't tag Megan Fox.
yeah, tag MGK, tag Megan. Let them know this is gonna be the most widely watched episode of all
Oh
time.
no, he
We're
did
gonna
a
clip
he
this.
did a coffee brand recently, and it's kind of like, man, go back to music,
Well, that's when you know you're getting old, when you start endorsing coffee.
right?
Like Folgers by MGK. Dora says, I've already texted LeBron.
Oh no, I'm gonna be in so much trouble.
Yeah, so much. This is great. Somehow on 2 questions, you're already 0-3. No, I'm just kidding. You actually got the MGK. You know, you get bonus points for the MGK one. He is overrated.
Did you not agree with me on the Football Hall of Fame?
You said it was
Under?
underrated. I was gonna go over.
Oh, I can't get
So-
half point
no,
on that one.
We'll give you a half. So she's got 1.5 points on
I'm
2
negotiator.
questions. You're doing great. You're doing great. You're an overachiever. I like it. Let's go. Oh wow, Jack, you're over here shading Drake right now, Jack. That's not this conversation, Jack.
It's really popular right now to shade Drake.
It's so popular. Do you know who the most streamed artist is last year?
It's Kendrick Lamar,
No,
right?
it was Drake. Do
Really?
you know who the most streamed artist of 23 was?
Drake?
Streamed rapper.
Was it-
Drake.
was it also
Do you know who
Drake?
the most streamed rap? I'll cut to the chase. For the last 10 years, every year, the most streamed rapper was Drake.
When it
Every
comes-
year for the last 10 years.
When it comes to rap, y'all, everyone always wants to talk about streams, but I want to talk about the lyricism.
Gosh, well then we're gonna talk about somebody on the street corner that never cut a record then, because what are we talking about here? Look at
Although,
this.
I mean, Drake did just release that new song, and I was bumping that all weekend.
the New
get-
Drizzy.
Yeah, getting ready for
Somebody-
going out in
somebody tag
Nashville. Don't tag Drake.
Somebody tag Drake. Jackson just tag Kendrick.
Yeah,
Like it.
love
Cliff
Kendrick.
Bierman checking in. That's what's up. Hit
Hey,
that
Cliff.
like button. Get in here. It's getting spicy over here. This is great. Jill says congrats on the award. Cool. He'll stop interrupting. No, you won't. All right. And then last one up. Love you, Jack. Next one up here. Last one. Overrated, underrated. Bartenders at sales.
Underrated.
Why?
Because it is the perfect segue. As someone who may or may not have been a bartender in a previous life, it's just you know how to talk to people. You know how to talk to people, and the sales thing, I mean, bartending doesn't really involve a whole lot of selling on the spot. Sometimes
But
it's
it is.
more
It's the ultimate
opposite.
commission job. You're
But-
making 20% of everything you
Well, you make
sell.
20%, but then on top of that, what you're doing is you're getting people to come back. That is what you're selling.
Oh.
You're selling
So it's
regulars.
account
because
management.
regulars is where your money is 100%. Those are the ones that come in on your birthday. Those are the ones that tip you for Christmas.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Christmas
It's
tips.
relationship building.
Like the garbage man. Like
Oh,
you're tipping
100%.
tipping the bartender for Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is great. Absolutely Katie Weiser says absolutely underrated. I love it. That's fantastic. People come out of nowhere. You start talking about bartenders, people come out of nowhere. This is great. Adrian says spent 17 years in the
Yeah,
bar.
Andrew and I had a good conversation about that, man.
That's great. Robert Zeiss says relationship selling underrated. Jay Hall checking in from USI Law. What up? What up? All right. That's the last one, right, Sammy? I think that's the last one. You know what? You really turned it around, Zoe. You showed tremendous poise under pressure.
So can I get the first point back?
No.
Oh,
Sorry. There's got to be some accountability here. Without our integrity, what do we have? Zoe, this has been phenomenal. You've been great. Thank you
Thanks
so
for
much for
having me.
stopping
I
by and
appreciate
being a
it so
great
much.
sport. No, it's good. Let's keep it moving here. Zoe,
All right.
amazing. Take care. Oh, wait, so Sammy just said we had one more. No, we
We have
don't.
one
No, no. What is it? What is it? What does it say? Get back over here, real quick. What is it? What is it? Oh, Sammy, what is it? I know we got Dave Murphy on deck. Creating flat screens, overrated, underrated.
Underrated.
You still gotta create these things?
We gotta
They
create them.
cost more than the TV.
We gotta create them. We gotta create them. They're fragile. They get thinner every year.
They do. Those
I
are the big
mean,
ones. I moved into a new house, which y'all, by the way, hung my TVs.
oh, I remember.
Yep. Thank you. Shout out to CMS. But I broke my TV that y'all hung over the fireplace.
Oh,
Yep. My kid hit it with a door. It
Oh,
broke. Yeah, yeah.
no.
And then I went to get a new one to put it up,
Mm-hmm.
and I grabbed it by the sides, and I broke it.
They are so fragile. They just
Yep.
get more and more fragile,
More and
and
more.
they get, I mean, cheaper and cheaper. But if you want to protect your things, you know,
gotta
you gotta
create it.
create them.
All right.
You gotta create them.
All right.
Well, thanks.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Zoe. Take care. All right. Hey, we got two more guests coming up here. Get in the comments here. I want to hear from you. We've got Dave Murphy, aka the Murph, coming in from Good Greek. What's up, Murph? How's
What's
it going,
happening?
brother? It's good to
How
see
are
you,
you, buddy?
It's awesome to see you, buddy.
Look
Get
at this
in here.
place.
Get in
Look
here
at the
tight. You
action.
gotta come over
Yeah,
here close.
can
There
we
you go.
snuggle?
Hey, snug it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we're not touching, we're not trying. That's what I always say. All right, let's get in
All right.
here, Murph. Hey, Murph, real quick.
What do you got?
Are we good?
Good Greek. Where are you from?
We are based in South Florida. I'm a Broward County guy myself, just south of West Palm Beach. But yeah, we're in town and excited to be here. Excited to see the energy here
Yeah,
for
energy's
MSC,
good.
man. Great
Yeah,
show.
people that don't know about Good Greek, real quick, just give us the real super quick one. on
Yeah,
it.
yeah. So we're
Cool brand, really cool
we're
brand.
total relocation. We really pride ourselves in being not just moving in storage, but
What else do you guys
we're in the
do?
real estate business. We're in the insurance business. Of course, we're doing junk removal, auto tran. We're moving a lot of equipment for teams in the NFL,
Wow.
Major League Baseball, NCAA. We got the SEC basketball tournament starting across the street. So
Yeah.
we see all the energy with people wearing their jerseys, like Georgia, Kentucky.
Yeah, I saw some
Oklahoma.
jerseys out last night. That's what I was
Yeah,
doing. I
good
was counting
stuff.
jerseys. Wasn't
Fun
even
stuff.
wasn't
man.
even drinking. I was
So,
just
we do a
counting
lot in
jerseys.
the sports industry. I come from the sports and entertainment field, and got tied in with Spiro, the Good Greek, and
Yep.
fast forward, here we are, just growing, and the largest independent movie company in Florida. Excited to
That's cool.
have that and looking to grow and hopefully franchise.
And how many
into-
locations you got now?
Got five in
for
Florida, all of
five
Florida.
locations.
We're doing a van line, so we're going all across the United States, and no, it's just fun. It's fun to see a company that's growing and just really being a leader in the industry. It's really fun, and to come and see everybody. And
Why was it
people do this.
important? Why was it important for you to be at ATA MSC this year?
The most important thing for us was we wanted to see the industry come together. We wanted to see different faces. We want to see people that had not normally come and participated in the industry come and be a part of this. And I got to say, it's been a success. We've seen a lot of people from really a lot of different states that all came into Nashville, good central location, good city to come into and have
Yeah.
a good time. And they're serving drinks somewhere, pretty much everywhere in town, pretty
Yeah.
much since morning
Yeah,
till
they keep you
evening.
lubricated out here in Nashville.
Yeah, so
like
so
that.
so it's just been a lot of fun to meet a lot of new people in the industry, and spend some time with you and a lot of people that are
Yeah.
supporting it.
I got to tell you, I had a lot of fun getting to meet Spiro
Yeah.
Georgiadakis, the founder of Good Greek, Spiro the hero.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun because we did a speed mentoring group table thing.
Yeah.
And we talked about marketing, and it was really neat to hear Spiro talk about marketing and what goes into it, because you see the big flashy yellow trucks, and you see the sponsorships with the teams and all those things.
Yeah.
But what I didn't see behind the scenes was all the data collection and all the tracking and all the things that go into making sure there's ROI on that. And I was just really impressed with what you guys do.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that we really build into the fabric of the company. We're very aggressive, I think, by industry terms on the marketing side. But what we really challenge ourselves and our team is to always be sourcing and asking the questions of how and where customers have contacted us. And maybe it's several contacts, but where's that primary contact so we can source it and we can put resources towards there's different media outlets. So
Yeah.
everybody sees us. They say, oh, you spend a lot of money advertising, TV, outdoor, some traditional and non-traditional media, but we really, really pay attention to sourcing it, collecting the numbers, finding out what's working, what's not. Spiro's not afraid to try something new. Let's give it a shot and let's see if it works. If it does, let's double down and let's go for it. Let's drive more business.
Love it. Very cool. Hey, we're gonna get into a little game.
All right.
Dave, you want to play a game with me?
Let's rock and
All
roll.
right, we call it overrated, underrated. Okay, do you know how to play the game?
Nope. Give me the.
All right.
Give me
There's
the
two.
download.
There's
I
two
was
things you
paying
got
no
to know.
attention.
Two things you got to know.
Okay.
One, I'm going to give you 4 topics. You're going to tell me if each one is overrated or underrated.
Okay.
You do have the opportunity to defend yourself. I will tell you if you are right or wrong, and I do keep score. Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you
I'm
thought
ready
this
to
was going
rock.
to be easy, didn't
No,
you? All right, here we
not at
go.
all.
Overrated, underrated, serve it up. Get in the comments here. Let us know if he's right or wrong. Overrated, underrated, being the official mover of sports teams.
I think it is underrated, and only because we know how to do it really well. I see a lot of companies go out, spend money doing sponsorships with teams, and you can't just sit there and wait for the dump chunk of money to pull up.
Yeah.
You got to work it hard, and we work it super hard all day, every day. I'm working with my teams. I talked to 3 or 4 of them today, said, hey, what are we doing? How are we driving business through those partnerships? So underrated.
What are the teams that you guys work with? Because I
So-
noticed you do a heck of a lot of it.
Yep. From the NFL, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We move
Wow.
all their equipment to all their away games. And we do the same thing for the Florida Gators, Miami Hurricanes, and we just picked up Central Florida, University of Central Florida of Orlando. Super excited to have the Knights. Welcome Scott Frost back to Orlando. We're super excited to see that program rise and be a part of the Big 12.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
Yeah, man.
I love that.
Fun stuff.
We got people checking in here. Adrian Grimes says, Dave, go good Greek.
Adrian, there you go.
There you go. Michelle checking in here. Haley checking in here. Cliff Bierman. Proper training guides. Anyone could do
It
sales.
looks like I won that one.
Yeah, you got a
All
point
right.
for that. You get
All
1
right.
point for that. Let's
Winning.
keep it moving, though. Next one up. Uzo. Overrated, underrated.
Man, I got to go overrated. Yeah, I got to tell you, my best drinks with the Greek and the Greek's partners is usually a nice glass of wine,
Yeah.
or maybe a Woodford Reserve.
There you go.
But man, I got to tell you, I stay away from that Uzo, man.
Yeah,
That's
that
just
Uzo is
bad
something, huh?
news, and I
Fire
don't see
water.
many Greek people drinking.
No, they know. Yeah, they know. They know what's up. Rob Zeitz has a question about moving sports teams.
Yeah.
He said, how many trucks would it take to ship Jerry Jones' ego out of Dallas?
It'd be interesting to see, from an equipment standpoint, would it be, we'd like to be, have the NFC East in our portfolio.
Yeah.
So one day, that'll
one
be
day.
part of it, but we stick to equipment and
One
we
day.
check egos at the door.
I love it. Love it. All right, 2 points so far. 2
There we
points.
go.
Next one up here. Overrated, underrated. Pocket squares.
Oh man, I think it's underrated. I don't know. What is this? This is, we got to find some guys wearing.
You gotta have
pocket
You
squares.
gotta have pocket squares. I
see
mean, look at
anybody-
this. You got 2 of the best pocket square games right here.
That guy's got no
This
pocket
is
square.
phenomenal. I know. Somebody needs to tell him. Somebody needs to let him know. Let
Yeah,
him know.
you gotta
I
bring
should
it.
let him borrow one. I got a couple perfect ones at home.
You gotta bring it
I'll
all
hook you
out.
up tonight, Adrian. I'll hook you up.
So underrated.
I'll hook
So
you up. I'll
underrated.
hook you up.
Thank you, Ben Cross, for
Yeah.
bringing some style to
Yeah,
Nashville.
we gotta elevate.
to the
We're here to
moving-
elevate. You know what I'm saying?
We're elevating
Elevating the game
the
here.
moving industry brand.
Yeah.
Really, that's what we're here to do.
We're making moving sexy again. All right, here we go. 3 points for Dave here on the last one here. Overrated, underrated golf carts.
Man, that's a sensitive subject.
Only on the right side.
That is a sensitive subject for me right now. They're very underrated, but I was teaching my daughter how to drive a golf cart last Saturday, and she did great right until we got to the driveway, and she flipped it over on me.
Oh
so,
my gosh.
what's more painful was the ride in the EMT or getting the bill on the golf cart repairs. Equally, it's painful, but no, we
Oh my
recovered.
gosh.
We've been walking around, and we'll be out on the golf course hopefully this weekend.
Oh my gosh. Well, I hope you heal
Yeah,
up soon, man.
appreciate
That's
that.
awesome.
Dave, that was a good one.
Hit that like button. That's 4 points there for
Appreciate
Dave.
it, man. Thank you, guys.
Get in the comments here. Let us know what you think. Did he get it right? This has been awesome. You
Yeah.
want to just share maybe one final thought before we send you off and take? We got 2 more guests here. Just hang out with
I
us.
see a long line here
Yep.
of people waiting to
Hit
jump
that
in.
like button. You want to leave us with a final thought, Dave?
Final thought is really super appreciative of Glomo coming out and supporting this from an industry standpoint. I can tell you the energy this year was 10x from what it was last year. I've heard a rumor we could be back in Nashville next year, so I'm really excited to see this thing grow. Some people that maybe didn't make it, that can't miss this event next year. So hopefully
Yeah.
we'll see them there.
Yeah, I'd like to
It's gonna
come
be
back
awesome,
to Nashville,
man.
do this again.
Great to see everybody. There's so many good friends around the country that you get to meet.
Yeah.
And then you end up doing business with them, and something comes up and you need to work with them, and it's so much fun, man.
Super cool.
Yep.
Awesome.
Appreciate you,
Hey,
man.
thanks so
Yeah,
much, Murph.
thanks,
I
man.
really appreciate
Appreciate
you.
it.
Awesome, y'all.
All right.
Come on. All right, yo, we got 2 more. We're on the home stretch here. Hang in there. We got Jason. Hey, Jason, hurry. Jason's over here. He's strolling, taking his time. Come on. He's set like 10. Yeah, here we go. 10 yards. Come here, bro. How you doing, man? It's good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
It's good to see you. We got Jason Webley here. How's it going, man?
Going good.
Well, tell people what your business is.
Yeah, so I'm with Quote to Cash. Our business is basically a pricing and rating technology. We help companies, the moving and shipping companies, rate and price their shipments.
Yep.
So we pretty much made that process a lot easier.
Cool. Why was this something you wanted to do, man? You come from the moving industry, or what was it?
No, I build software for a living.
Built
so,
software for a living. You
yeah.
could have done anything. You could have made the next Uber or the next,
Yeah,
AI. But you like, no, I'm gonna innovate the moving industry.
absolutely.
How's it going?
Well, I saw an opportunity here where things weren't as technologically advanced as other industries.
That's for sure.
Yeah, so I thought that it's ripe for innovation.
Yeah.
So
Why was the quotes process something you wanted to innovate? I mean, you see a lot of moving software, in this space, but yours specifically, it sounds like focusing on the quoting aspect.
Yeah.
Why was that important?
that was important because it's actually the most important process, right? When you think
I
about,
think so. As a salesperson, I think
Yeah.
whatever's closest to the dollar.
Yeah, it's the most important process, and then everything else that happens after that with the billing and pricing, anything that's related to that is super critical. Right?
Yeah.
So it's mission critical to companies, and I felt like if we were going to focus on anything in the industry, apart from trying to do everything,
Yeah.
we might as well do the most important thing.
I like that. You're going upstream, right? You're getting as close to the dollar as possible. I also think that's where the money is. People try to, do things that are kind of innovating. Maybe it's back office, or maybe they're trying to innovate, processes. But you want to go as close to the customer, as close to the dollar as possible. I'm a big fan of that strategy. So, what has that process now been for you? Been like for you as an entrepreneur? You launched Close to Cash. How long ago? When did you go to market?
We started in 2021.
2021. So now you've been going at this for 4 years now. What have you learned in the process? What's been like the biggest surprise to you?
That's interesting. So the biggest
This
surprise.
I'm an entrepreneur too, so I always like to hear people's journey and story.
Yeah. I'd say the biggest surprise has been the speed of what we've seen the moving companies adopt to technology, especially after COVID.
Are you surprised that they're faster than you thought, or slower than you
Yeah,
thought?
faster.
Faster, really? That is surprising to me. I would not have thought that. I think of us as being a somewhat technologically adverse, or averse, I should say, industry. So, and then I also see issues where people have these legacy softwares and stuff, but how do they integrate what you do with their current process? But you found obviously a way to overcome that. It sounds like.
Yeah. So we typically try to work with companies that either,
Make sure to speak loud enough so the mic catches you too. Yeah.
yeah. So we try to work with companies that have tried to build their own technology before and either failed or they've used some ancient software
Yeah.
that's built on like some mainframe in their back office
Yeah.
somewhere.
See a lot of green screens in your work.
Well, yeah, we do see green screens. We see blue screens as well. So, different color screens. Maybe at some point we'll see the rainbow, right?
Yeah. Well, it's always nice when you get all the colors on one screen. You're really doing something right.
Yeah,
That's
so-
really good. That's cool.
Yeah.
We got somebody commenting here that says, "What a great name, Jason." We got Jason Hall. What up, Jay? How you doing? Hey, you know what? Let's get to know you a little bit more as a person, Jason. You ready for this?
Yeah, sure.
We're gonna play a little game. You ready for the game?
Okay, cool.
All right. It's called Overrated, Underrated. Okay. This is everybody's favorite part of the show. We're doing it with everybody that stops by.
Yeah.
I've got 4 questions for you. You have to tell me if this topic I'm going to give you is overrated or underrated. Okay. And then I'm going to tell you if you're right.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go. Overrated, underrated. Instant pricing.
Instant pricing. Underrated.
Underrated. Why?
Because I feel like a lot of you mean in the industry, right? A lot of companies are missing out on the opportunity to close more deals, close more business, if they were able to do more instantaneous pricing.
Yeah. That
Which-
seems legit.
Yeah, and right now the process is kind of just, it's all over the place. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the consumer's just going to go somewhere else look for that price. They want to answer.
Exactly.
And they're in a mode too. That's what somehow I always tell people. If somebody's in a buying mode, you have to strike while iron top. You can't assume they're going to be in that mode 2 days, 2 weeks from
They
now.
will be.
No, they're trying to get it off their list. Everyone's got a checklist in their mind.
Yep, yep.
And
They're
trying to check
to
that
book
thing
the
off.
move and be done with that portion off.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Now, there's obviously challenges here with this, and there's ways you got to do it, and so I think you have to be cognizant of that. But I do think that the traditional moving industry has been losing, and has been losing bad for a lot of years, to folks out there that are more nimble and able to provide instant pricing. Whether or not it's fully transparent, whether or not it's all fully loaded, all those things, you can argue that till you're blue in the face. But at the end of the day, they're getting the booking, you're not, and it's killed traditional players.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love it. So you empowering them to be able to deliver that dynamic instant pricing, I think is really is important.
Yeah.
All right, 1 point for Jason. Let's keep it moving here. Next one up, overrated, underrated. Brick City,
Brick City.
Newark, New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Brick City, overrated,
I'd
underrated.
say underrated.
Underrated. Why is that?
So I feel that so I actually went to school in Newark. I went to Rutgers.
Rutgers, yeah.
Yeah.
Scarlet Knights.
Yeah. So
Right.
one of the things I was able to, in my years that I've spent there, realize is that there's a lot of culture in the city. There's a lot of activities too, and there's a lot of great restaurants around. So definitely underrated. There's a lot of transportation as well. Wherever you want to go in the state, you could get there from Newark, New Jersey, right? You want to go to New York, even. Everyone passes through Newark on
yeah.
the way to New York.
That's legitimate. That's legit.
so it's-
Hit that like button. Get in the comments. Let us know what you think. I've been to Newark a couple times. I haven't spent any serious time there.
Yeah, and they've got a major international airport, as you know.
Oh, what am I saying? I fly in there all the time. What are you about to scratch everything I just said? They do, and you can fly into Newark. I think it's a hub for United too. You can fly in there, and then you can take the train. To your point, you're not even leave the airport, take the train right up to the city or whatever. My wife's from Staten Island. Her family's from Staten Island, so we'd always go into Newark. It was a hop, skip, and a jump from the island, right over Gotham or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah, you know what?
And
Especially the airport.
One thing too, they're building a lot of new apartment buildings, so luxury style apartment buildings there. So it's pretty cool.
All right, you'll have to invite me over. All right, 2 points for Jason. Let's go. Next one up. Overrated, underrated. The Meadowlands. That's one word. The Meadowlands. The Meadowlands.
Underrated. Underrated. The reason for that is because
Please.
so in the area you've got the new mall. Oh God, I'm drawing a blank on the mall. Oh, American Dream Mall, right?
American Dream Mall.
American Dream Mall, which
Okay.
is the second largest mall in the United States.
Wow. Next to like the Mall of America.
Yes.
What is that? The Mall of America and the American Dream Mall. It's like get a new trope. Okay.
Yeah. So and that mall actually has a lot of things going on. It's got I think about 4 theme parks, if I'm not mistaken.
4 theme parks.
Yeah. So there's a lot of cool things to do there. Stores are great. They've got some luxury stores too.
They still got harness racing over there at the Meadowlands. The horse racing.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
All right, you know what? Let me find out. The Meadowlands is underrated, man. Do the Jets and the Giants still play there?
Yeah, they do.
Do you think that they should rename the Jets and the Giants the New Jersey Jets and the New Jersey Giants?
I do.
Yeah, they should, right?
They do.
Just like be 100, just like be transparent.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
But I mean, if you ask any New Jersey person that, I think they'll say the same thing.
All right, I gotta ask you, Jets or Giants?
Giants.
Giants. How you feel about the quarterback situation?
Not super worried about it. Figure it out.
Figure it out. How do you feel about the Saquon situation?
Yeah, I don't really have an opinion on it, to be honest.
Oh my God! It's like I just do quotes. I don't get. Yeah, I just get quotes.
Because
All right, I just do quotes. I've been working real hard.
You'll
All right,
suffer.
that's what's up. You know what? You got 3 points. Let's see here. Whoa, do the Jets actually play anywhere? Yeah, that's a fair question. Do the Jets actually play anywhere? Yeah, probably not. No. The Jets are so bad they even ruined Aaron Rodgers.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. All right, next one up here. Last one. Jersey Mike's. Overrated, underrated?
Overrated.
Overrated.
Yeah, overrated.
Heat.
Because, because I feel like, it's a popular, everyone knows about it, but I tried it once, but I wasn't really impressed.
What did you
That was
eat?
me.
What did you try? You had a Philly cheesesteak, didn't you?
I did have a Philly
How did I
cheesesteak.
know you had a cheesesteak? You
Yeah.
had a cheesesteak. First of all, Jersey Mike's is a cold sub restaurant.
Yeah.
So I feel like you got to give it one more shot with a cold sub. Get like an Italian or something like that.
Okay, I can give it another try. Yeah.
But that being said, you're right.
Yeah.
Well, no. I'm going to say it's underrated. I'm going to say it's underrated because they got do you like spicy food?
I do.
Did you get the pepper relish?
No. So I'm gonna
What are
try
we
that.
doing? Yeah. We got to go back. Here's what you got to do. Get an Italian. I used to say roast beef because they would make it in-house. They would cook their own roast beef in-house, and they would slice it fresh. I would say that, and then, but they don't do that anymore. So now we're gonna do the Italian. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it Mike's way. We're gonna do it with mayonnaise, and we're gonna do it with the pepper relish.
Okay.
All right, that's the move. So get an Italian, Mike's way, pepper relish, mayonnaise, and we got a lot of fans here. All right. So you know what? I'm gonna give you three out of 4 points here. We're live, people. Okay, quiet on set. Jason, this is awesome, man. Thanks for stopping by, Jason Webley.
Thank you for having me.
This is awesome, man. Good luck with your business too. Come on over. Last one up. We saved the best for last here. Brandon Day from Daycoast, the heavy hitter.
How you doing, man?
Some would say the caboose.
The caboose. No one has ever said that. I've never heard that.
The anchor leg of this
okay.
relay here.
I'm
This is
bringing
great.
the 11 reload train home.
You're bringing it
from
home,
ATA.
baby.
All right.
Janet Turner, two of my faves here. What's up, Janet? It's good to see you. Gary Connerly. Yeah, big kahuna chicken Philly with pepper relish for the win. Okay, I don't hate it. Do you have a Jersey Mike's order?
No.
Okay.
I feel like I don't know what I walked into, but I don't love Jersey Mike's. So.
Yeah, neither does he apparently. So we got 2 overrateds for Jersey Mike's.
No.
Fortunately, that's not in your overrated, underrated. But Brandon, how do you find the conference?
Good. Yeah, I think we're done now. Pretty much the last party thing is tonight, and but it's been a good conference. Lots of chance to connect with people and talk about whatever is on their mind.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's a smaller room, but it's a very high quality of attendees. There's a lot of there's a lot of owners, there's a lot of CEOs, there's some very influential people, a few podcasters, a lot of very high
Multiple
ratio
podcasts
of
going on at any
podcasters,
one time.
here.
I actually said to someone, I have to go get on a podcast, and they were like, "Which one?"
Which one?
The best one.
Jeez. Man, back in my day, there was only one podcast in the movie industry. No, but this it's good. It's good to see you. It's good to see all our friends out here. I know we're running short on time. I know we have a party to get to.
Yes. I don't want to stay in between you and barbecue.
Yeah, that's a good way to get run over.
Yeah.
And we're on the mend here. So let's just keep it keep it tight. We're gonna go right into overrated, underrated.
Okay.
Did you know what
Do
you
it.
signed up for today?
Yep.
All
Well,
right,
I don't
awesome.
know. I never
PR
know,
people
but
signed you up. It
I'm
happens.
just gonna.
Overrated, underrated. Do you know how to play the game?
I do.
All right. He's like, I do.
I do. No,
All right.
I'm ready.
He's ready. This is his game face, people. All right, here we go. First one up. Overrated, underrated. Forks as statues.
Vastly underrated.
Yeah.
You're not gonna explain any context.
We're gonna
We
clip
need
that
more.
and send it to City Council.
We're gonna need more.
Okay, so
Tell us why.
So Dacos is located in Norfolk, Nebraska, which is spelled like Norfolk, Virginia, but we pronounce it Norfolk. And so we, some of our local arts people, are commissioning the, I believe,
Have we decided on a sculptor?
I don't know. I'm not really that involved.
Is it?
But it's going to be the world's largest fork sculpture in the world in Norfolk, Nebraska. Now,
There's a room-
If you tell me that that will not draw tourists to our town, I don't know what.
I'm
will.
coming back for the ribbon cutting.
It's going to be
Sponsored by Dacos.
It's going to yes. Dacos will probably be a sponsor of that somewhere.
Yes.
So I think that if every town had a fork statue, it would be overrated. But since Norfolk will be the only one, and people refer to it as the fork, as you know, because you've been to the fork.
100%.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there's rumor that it might be a big fork made of little forks.
I hadn't heard that rumor.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
I'm gonna submit my design.
Better than big spoon, little
consideration.
spoon, probably.
Yeah, yeah. That's our next segment.
Yes.
All right, next one up here. The 1 point for Brandon. Let's see here. Overrated, underrated, auditing government invoices.
Is that overrated or underrated? I suppose I'm supposed to say that is underrated.
It makes sense.
Is that what my?
I think you should.
Am I being
go
led
with
into
it.
this? Yes.
Yeah, this is a
underrated
softball.
because there is often a lot of money that is left behind on a government invoice that was not properly billed, and so Dacos. I don't know if you knew this, man, but Dacos actually offers that service, and
wow.
we find on average somewhere like $30 or $40 every shipment we look at.
Every shipment
Every
on
shipment.
average?
No, that's the average.
The average.
The
But the
average.
average. You times that times
Yeah.
how many invoices.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a
so-
lot. And how long can someone go back and actually dig through their shipments and actually go back and invoice?
So the statute of limitations on the government stuff is 3 years. So we're generally working on shipments that are 18 months up to 36 months. So
So-
once our customer has had a chance to bill everything they think they can collect, they send them over to us and we find more money in there.
If I'm a moving company right now and my trucks are parked and things are a little slow, this is the first thing I'm doing on Monday is like, hey y'all, we're gonna audit our invoices and we're gonna go back and bill the government and find. If I have 1,000 invoices and you're telling me that on average you get
On
30
average.
to 40
That's across our entire
dollars,
one.
yeah, right. So that's 30 to 40
But-
grand found
So
money.
it could be less, could be more. That's the way averages work, as you probably know. But
Thank you.
the nice part about it is it's a contingency basis. So we take all the costs on. If we don't find anything, you don't pay anything. So
if you wait, they don't pay anything if you don't find anything.
that's right.
So there's literally no downside.
We take all the costs on, we take all the risk, and if we don't find anything, you don't have to pay anything, and whatever we found is free money for you. So
Have you thought about changing your name to Free Money?
that was my nickname in college.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
I see. You just had to stick with Dacos.
Yeah, just
Well, if the Washington Commanders can rename
that's
themselves,
right.
I feel like Dacos can too.
Maybe that's on the horizon.
We'll put that
see.
on the roadmap.
We'll do a better job than the Commanders did picking their new.
Daisy Sinclair says, Brandon, we love our Dacos family. Do good.
Do good. Absolutely.
Do good is great, but free money's better. I'm just.
You can have both.
Yeah.
You can have both.
Yeah. Do good. Free money. Do good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it.
We tried to refer to doing good very broadly.
Yes.
It's about making a positive impact in the world. It's also about offering a really good service for our customers and helping them find money that they may not have otherwise collected. That's
love
all
it.
part of do good.
Hit that like button. Get in the comments. What is your preference? Do good or free money? Not mutually exclusive. All right, let's go here. Overrated, underrated. Omaha.
Well, I will say, and you know from our mutual friends at NEI, Omaha is vastly underrated as a city. It's not the Fork, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, don't. Yeah.
But Omaha is a great town, great food scene there. I think you and I have been out a few times.
Yeah.
We had a great breakfast there in Omaha one time.
I might have broken a chair.
You may have broken
Might
a
have
chair.
filed a claim.
We will never go back to that restaurant again.
I don't think we're allowed.
But it's a great city. Lots of stuff going on there. Lot of growth, and have another place there. Have part-time residence there for my travels in and out, and love Omaha. And it is vastly underrated. If you ever get a chance to come, there's some great events there. The College World Series is an awesome event. The Berkshire Hathaway meeting is super fun.
That's a bucket list thing for me to go
That
to.
is a crazy time because not only are there a ton of people in that town, there are a ton of extremely wealthy people in that town during that time, which has its positives and negatives. But it's a fun event, and if you get a chance, don't sleep on Omaha.
Sleep in Omaha.
Sleep in Omaha, don't sleep on Omaha.
Rob Zeitz, did Peyton Manning show up? Omaha.
Yeah. They,
Jake Lowry, Omaha, highly underrated, confirmed.
Yep.
Thank you, Jake.
yeah.
Love it. All right, you got 3 points. Are you feeling nervous going to the final leg?
I would not describe it that way. No.
All right, overrated, underrated. Last one up. Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels. I mean, the thing about it is he's very, very highly rated right now, right? Like I've seen some saying
There's nowhere to go but down.
he's the best quarterback in the NFC.
Who are these people?
Well, people who have seen the rest of the quarterbacks.
The Washington Press team.
I think he's very highly rated. I think he's going to be a very good quarterback for a very long time. But I do worry he's a little bit overrated right now. I think he's going to have a little not as great a year next
Sophomore
year.
slump kind
a
of
little
thing.
bit, just to return a little bit. But then he'll be fine. He'll be fine. So
Yeah.
he's going to be great. He'll be a great quarterback. He will lead them to multiple Super Bowls. They will continue to dominate the Dallas Cowboys under Jaden Daniels. But he might just be a little bit overrated right now.
Yeah, I know, and I'm sorry. I swear I did not mean to spell this Jaden Denials here. So
Oh, I did- yeah.
I apologize for that.
That was-
Yeah, no, this is good. Dave Murphy says best in the NFC. Hit that like button. Let Brandon
The
know.
NFC does not have a great set of quarterbacks.
It's
The
a bit
AFC,
thin.
he'd be probably the 4th or 5th best quarterback in the AFC at the best case scenario. But in the NFC, maybe Jalen Hurts, you could make a case after the Super Bowl. Up until that point, he hadn't been super consistent. So we'll see.
Yeah. Wow. I think you're spot on as
Baker
usual.
Mayfield, yeah. Baker Mayfield. I think if you're starting a franchise
Baker
now and you give me the
Mayfield
choice
all
between
the
Baker
way.
Mayfield and Jaden Daniels, and I like Baker Mayfield, I think I'm gonna take Jaden Daniels. So
Yeah.
I mean, that Washington team was not a great football team, and he got them to the NFC Championship game.
Yes. Now I think Dan Quinn had a lot to do with it.
He was a good
I
coach,
think there was
yeah.
some really good, drafting and just free
Yes.
agent moves going on.
Yeah.
I think there was a lot of the ownership change. I mean, there was a
Oh.
lot of things that they did everything right at
Yes.
the same time.
As a Washington fan, they could have done the ownership change and gone 0-16 for the next 5 years, and I still would have been happy because there's one thing as a football fan is it's hard to change as an owner. So if you happen to be a fan of a team that has a shitty owner, like maybe the Dallas Cowboys, you're kind of stuck.
Stuck for a long time.
Long time.
Jura has owned that team since the 80s.
Yeah.
And you know what? You know who's next in line? Steven Jones.
yep.
So it ain't
Got the
going
next
nowhere.
generation.
It ain't going nowhere. Haley Imlock says, as a Lions fan, I got beef with Jaden Daniels. All right. Hate the player.
I like the Lions. I was rooting for the Lions, but I felt bad that someone had to knock them out. But if it was going to be someone, it's going to be Washington. I feel
Yeah,
bad.
I like the Lions too. But yeah, watching the Commanders, I ended up going to 4 Commanders games in the year of our Lord 2024, and this is the weirdest thing. I've never thought I would say this in my entire life. I found myself rooting for the Washington Commanders. They wormed
who
their
else-
way into my heart.
You know who else kind of admitted to that is our mutual friend Chuck White, who is also a
Also a
Dallas
Cowboys fan. What is
And
it with Cowboys fans?
And he told me that he got caught in the Jaden Daniels,
such a good guy.
aura, and was finding himself rooting for Jaden Daniels, which in essence means you're rooting for the Washington.
Well, and
Commanders.
we got a Giants fan saying the same thing
Yeah.
over here. He's such a good young man. Seems like a great teammate, great character guy.
Very unflappable. He always looks like he can do anything. He's just like,
He's mowing the lawn out there, and he's like playing in a playoff
going
game.
to the NFC Championship. Okay,
All
that's
right,
good.
well,
Yeah.
Anyway, it's unreal. Yeah. Well, I guess half of DC are Cowboys fans, so I guess it only makes
Yeah.
sense that Cowboys fans could go that way from time to time. Anyway, this has been great. You seem somehow aced this exam here.
I studied all night.
Yeah, Brandon Day, the unflappable Brandon Day.
Me and
here.
Jaden Daniels have that in common.
Do you want to leave us with maybe a final thought before we sign off and go to the reception?
No, I really don't.
Excellent. Exercising his right to
You
to
asked.
not give a final thought.
You asked.
I love it, Brandon. Thank you so much. Doing good
Thank
as
you very
usual.
much.
Thanks there, Mike Flea. What's up? I see he's gonna be a star. Should have gone first over Caleb Williams. Yeah, I think everybody would say
Yeah,
that. Thanks everybody. We will see you. We'll see you Thursday. I think we have Miriam on, right? Yeah, we got Miriam, corporate out of Houston. Yeah, we love Miriam. So tune in Thursday. Thanks everybody. Hit that like button. Check in with us. Later, y'all.